I think people back there have to realize that they have to set aside politics and personal preferences, and start to base things based on meritocracy
That's
and and
right.
and not political
And
favors,
the
but
national interest.
meritocracy will get the Philippines going, not political patronage.
That's right.
I've got someone waiting for me. When I see her, I know that she'll say, hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday.
By the way,
Sure.
let's go back a bit to your life in Beijing. You've been there 6 years. How has it been? And are you in touch with our Filipino community there? Are you in touch with our ambassador Chito Santa Romana and the?
Well, definitely, my life here is very good.
Uh huh.
They treat me with a lot of respect, uh, because I bring a lot to the table, and also because I offer my services very liberally.
You do mostly editing because I don't see your byline.
No, no, no. My job is to edit.
Editing.
My job is to make it sound right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It has to sound right, because I always stress that now you're not talking to a domestic audience. Now you are talking to an international audience, because we're in English.
That's
We're an
right.
English language news media. And therefore, what may sound good for the domestic audience may not sound palatable to the international audience.
That's right.
So I always draw the line between the two and try to make them understand and appreciate that never the twain shall meet, as they say, okay? Because you have two different backgrounds here, and two different perspectives, and two different expectations is more like it, okay? So you
Yeah.
have to attune your thoughts and your phrasing more to an international audience, which is probably more sophisticated in terms of English news.
Yes.
So they have to accept this, and that's how I've been helping for
Yeah.
them to accept that the way they frame narratives is very different for an international, predominantly English-speaking audience than a domestic audience.
Yeah. Ferdy Pasion here, David, would like to say something. Ferdy, go ahead.
Yeah, it's good that a person like you, who is an independent thinker, is with a state media in China, which probably says a lot about the the tolerance of the Chinese government for free thinkers like you, and well, it's good also that you share the same vision, which is I would believe is something like Christian socialism. So you're being allowed to express your views, and how is it there working in in a state-owned media?
This. Well, Ferdy, I've always been a professional. Okay, so by that I mean I keep my personal views to myself, and I just do the job at hand. Okay, I stick to the job at hand. I stick to my professional requirements at hand. With regard to my personal views, no, I keep it to myself. Because that to me is unprofessional, to allow, as I said earlier, allow your personal views to affect your professional responsibilities. All right. So I draw the line between, I don't let my personal views affect my professional responsibilities. You see. So I usually never discuss my personal views on issues. No.
Okay.
Yeah, David, if you're in touch with Ambassador Chito Santa Romana, please send my regards to him. He's my kumpare.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll let Chito know.
So, okay, David, it's now 9:34. It's a bit over our allotted time. So life is good there, and do you think you'll be staying on for many more years?
I don't know. I mean, we shall see. But certainly, Herman, what I'm saying is my ultimate, goal is wherever I can be of service,
Yes, yes. Yeah.
of greatest service. That's always been my view.
Yeah.
Primarily because I'm a devout Catholic,
Okay.
and I know you're not, Herman. But I mean, but understand where I'm coming from.
Yes, yes.
Understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
There.
By the way, David, our group might be making a trip to Beijing in October, so we hope to see you there.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I will be here. If you're coming in October, please let me know ahead of time, Herman, because I want to see you guys and let's get together.
Yeah, yeah. And so, Ado, you have anything to add?
No, I'm just hearing you, David, and let's see what is the future for a professional like you in the midst of what's happening here in the Philippines. I'm hearing you.
Well, all I can say, Ado, to you
Yeah.
guys is I think my experiences here in China, being especially with one of the most powerful and influential international English language newspapers, state-owned at that, is I have the perspectives on China that I think overwhelming majority of Filipinos do not have and will
That's
never
right.
find out.
Yeah,
Because you might say I have inside information.
that's right.
Not literally inside information, but the fact that I'm
How
living here
things
and
work.
working for the organization, I know how they think deep inside. I know how they think. I know how they feel. You know, it's different when armchair people or tourists or visitors only come here once and then they make a general impression. No, my impressions are deep seated. Being here for years, you know. And also it's a very different impression than a Filipino, for example, here working as a businessman. Again, it's a very different perspective because remember, I work for state news media, so I have a lot of inside perspective as opposed to businessmen doing business here in China, which is a very different perspective. Sometimes I find it very shallow, also, or very limiting.
Yeah,
No.
Ferdy.
Yeah, David, the vision of us here, patriots like you, is that we be able to establish a government wherein people like you, Filipinos all over the world, can come here back to the Philippines and serve in top positions in government to express their patriotism in actual action to help the people and not the oligarchs. So we are praying that people like you will be back.
Ferdy, I'm always, and Herman knows this, I've always been prepared to serve, especially at this point when my experience now is overflowing. Okay, my knowledge and experience at this age is overflowing, quite honestly, modesty aside. I feel I am ripe for that kind of position already. All right, and because I feel I'm at my peak right now, peak knowledge, peak experience, peak age. This is the time, But I think people back there have to realize that they have to set aside politics and personal preferences, and start to base things based on meritocracy.
That's
and,
right.
And not political favors.
And the
But
national interest.
meritocracy will get the Philippines going, not political patronage.
That's right.
Okay?
I totally agree with you. And that is my impression of China's system. It's a meritocracy.
It has to be.
Yeah. Well, we have a long way to go because our elections are based on money and family and influence and not on merit. But, it's a revolution we still have to wage.
I know.
Okay.
It makes
Well, yeah, David. So, what's your message to our people all over the world? Filipinos are all over the world. And, of course, there are many Filipinos in Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and other parts of China, too.
Well, my message is you have to love your country more. I think we're famously known for having this crab mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about time we get rid of it. You see, I hope they see, like China, for example, the unity here, the patriotism is enormous. And you see from as they call it, they went from rags to riches.
Yes.
Yes.
it's a miracle almost. Okay,
Yes.
and how they've done it, probably the fastest ever in modern history.
That's right.
It's unthinkable. It's unheard of before that. Okay, so if some country as big as China with such diverse population, can do it. My God,
That's right.
I don't think the Filipinos' task is nearly as difficult as China's task was.
That's right.
Okay,
Okay.
please, let's not. In other words, let's stop making excuses. Let's stop making excuses. Let's start working together.
Okay.
Just stop brickbatting. Just stop bashing each other up.
That's
Come
right.
on, let's get together.
Spoken like a true patriot.
Thank you.
Okay. So David, maraming salamat hanggang sa susunod na diskusyon natin. At,
Maraming salamat, Herman.
Okay. Okay, ingat ka at hope your health will always be well.
Thank you very much. You too, Herman. Mabuhay all
David, this is Ferdy Pasion. I'm the chairman of the Nationalist Filipinos. From now on, you are an honorary member of NatFil.
Maraming salamat, Ferdy. Maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you very much. Yun po, si Ginoong David Nay, ang ating compatriot po. 6 na taon na po sa Beijing and patuloy po na iniisip at minamahal ang bayan po natin.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're about to take our break so Ado, Ferdy, Celso, you have any thing to add dito sa diskusyon natin with David?
Kahit ako nakikita ko yung nationalistic and tendencies and patriotism mga inchik, no? Siguro nang nangyari yun dahil walang reliyon doon eh. Dito sa atin daming reliyon eh. Kaya alam mo naman reliyon, siraan yan eh. Kaya mga Pilipino ganun din, nagsisiraan din.
But if we attack religion,
you
we
see,
will create another division.
By the way, si Celso is a theology student. So
But China, look at China. They're not bashing religion. In fact, they're promoting Buddhism now. They're not bashing
Well,
religion.
they are,
because if you attack religion, you are creating another division. So let's forget about all those things. Let's focus on the industrialization of our country.
Hindi ko naman sinasabing attack religion.
The division of
religion yung sanhi ng ugali ng Pilipino na mahilig manira.
Yes, that's
Okay.
true, no? That's true. But let's just forget about it. Let's focus on industrialization and the distribution of wealth. The gap between the rich and the poor is very big.
sige, Ado.
Swerte kasi mahirap yun dahil yung Buddhism preaches harmonization. Itong relihiyon ni Padre Damaso, talagang zero-sum na ito. Ito nga yung sinasabi na if you're not with us, you are with the devil.
But let's distinguish between the religion of Padre Damaso and genuine Christianity
Well,
and
it's going to
the
be.
good Catholics.
Kaya
no?
si John Simon, hindi na po natin nakakasama kasi parang ilang na siya pag naku-question yung kanyang
Di naman, nagkasakit din naman.
pananampalataya at na parang nahahati ang kanyang damdamin at isip. No? Kasi nga, yung mga question sa relihiyon ay may mga valid points, maraming mga valid points.
Alam mo kaya hindi nagtatagumpay yung CPP and PNDF at ang nagtatagumpay yung Filipino ideology, lagi nilang pinipilit yung atheism, no?
Actually, alam mo naman may Christians for National Liberation, sila Ed De La Torre.
Gawa-gawa lang nila yun.
Pumasok din sila dyan sa relihiyon.
Oh.
But that's going to be a subject we will schedule. Kasi masalimuot pagdating dyan.
But for me, let's focus on nation building, no? The national interest. Let's not attack each other. Let's not eat each other. Let's not kill each other. Let's focus on nationalism. Let's expose the faults of the religion of Padre Damaso, as our brother Ado Paglinawan is, and I'm one of those who have been attacking this so-called religion of Padre Damaso. But to include everyone as under the religion of Padre Damaso is not so true, because the three martyrs, no, Padre Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora, bagamat mga Katoliko sila, ay kinalaban din nila yung sinasabing religion ni Padre Damaso, no? Maraming mga pare na si Aglipay ay lumaban din, ano, bagamat siya ay
Sinabi
Okay.
mo na pinopromote yung Buddhism sa China. Alam mo, kahit Buddhism man yan, Hinduism man yan, Padre Damaso man yan, religion can always be used as an ideology to legitimize a particular interest. And it's a very, very good ideological tool.
Kita lang natin yung nangyari sa Kapa.
Oo.
So,
Hindi
let's
naman
move
religion
on.
yun pera-pera yun
Oo nga.
Ginamit yung religion dun eh.
Gamit nga
Kaya
nila
naniwala
religion eh. Gamit nila religion eh. Anyway, si Miguel Sherdan, Sir Ado, watching now in Makati, pwede po kayang habaan pa ang time ng inyong programa pag Sunday. Napakaganda ng mga tinatalakay nyo mula ng Monday
Higit tayo ng
until Friday.
permiso si kay Mr. Gutierrez.
Okay, from Oya Rojales, watching from SJDM Bulacan. From, ito naman si Arth Garcia, good AM mga maestro, I learned more in your program Monday to Friday, especially in Sunday. I salute you all. Si Ryan Sally, David is Robredo, Trillanes, Carpio, Morales, Aquino, Ocho Derecho, Reza, GMA, ABS-CBN are not Dilawans, biased media. Robert Amurao, kamentong, I like your show, watching from Toronto, Canada. Arth Garcia, missing audio, sir. Siguro some area siguro, no, may mga problema. Ray Pastrana, good day, more power to your program. Kaado, kamentong, bihira na mga katulad niyong pinaglalaban ng tama at katotohanan. And then Leonor Benitez is watching. Emma Castro, Graciano de Guzman, good morning. Maestros, Ado, Herman, Ferdy, Celso, God bless us all. Robert Amurao and then Imur Alcras watching from Nagoya, Japan. Okay, it's 9:46. That means we have 9 minutes left ba before the break, Ferdy?
Well, to all our countrymen out there, baliwala po lahat ng ating mga debate-debate hanggat ang ating bansa ay hindi nagiging katulad ng China, no, na meron silang industrialization at yung bunga ng kanilang industrialization ay nadidistribute almost equally, hindi naman perfectly equally, almost equally sa lahat ng citizens. Isipin mo, 1.4 billion citizens. Tayo 110 million Filipinos lamang. Subalit yung ating kayamanan na hindi naman nagmumula sa industrialisasyon, kundi sa privatization, deregulation, import liberalization, consumer taxation, napupunta lamang yung ating kayamanan sa iilan. Yan po yung sinasabi ni David Nye. Kaya siya nagpunta sa ibang bansa sapagkat dismayado siya. No? Pati yung media rito, kontrolado ng oligarchs. Everything is controlled by the oligarchs. No? Kaya nabubuhay lang tayo dahil sa income ng OFWs.
You know, every week we have features about China and the Philippines, no? Ipinapakita natin na normal ang relasyon ng Pilipinas at China. Ang ating mainstream media maraming kabaluktutang na gagawa, ano? Pati si David Nye nga nabibiktima na bakit parang si Duterte parang sobrang mabait sa China. Hindi totoo. Pero hindi maiwasan yung impression kasi pinaliwanag ko nga pagdating sa Japan nagbabaw si Duterte, pagdating sa Thailand nagbabaw siya. Binibigyan niya ng espesyal na turing ang Asyano. Tandaan natin, hindi lang China, kundi Asyano.
Ang binabanata ni Duterte yung mga imperialist western countries.
Yun ang yung kanyang inaaway, Canada, Estados Unidos, European Union, Kasi ang totoo sa kasaysayan natin, itong mga to ang nangyurak sa Pilipinas at sa Pilipino kahit na wala pang republika noon.
In fact, niloko nga nila ang ating mga ninunong katipunero. Sabi nila ay tutulungan nila para pabagsakin ng Kastila. Binigyan ng mga baril na mahihina sapagkat wala pa yung cavalry dito. So nung nagapi na ng mga Pilipino yung mga Kastila, talo na ang mga Kastila, pinaatras nila yung mga puwersa ng Pilipinos na nakapaligid sa Intramuros at sa kanila sumuko yung mga Kastila after a mock battle at nalipat ang sovereignty sa kanila. So manloloko po itong mga ito.
Okay. So Celso, before we close our program, we have maybe 5 minutes more. Ano pang dapat natin paalala sa bayan natin? Of course, we've reviewed, let's do a little summing up. We reviewed the developments of the past week. birthday 90th birthday ni Madam Imelda Marcos, na doon ko pinaliwanag na dapat matuto tayo sa kasaysayan, kumpara natin yung ginawa ni Marcos and yung panahon ng Dilawan. Ano ang totoo? Ang totoo yung development program, yung revolusyon, pinagpatuloy ni Marcos. At nasuspende lahat ng mga pagpapaganda ng ating infrastruktura, ekonomiya, kamalayan nung 30 taon ni Cory Aquino, na ang interes ng oligarch ang namayani na naman. And now, dumating si Duterte, binabalik tayo doon sa development path.
At ngayong umaga kung kayo nagkamaling bumili ng Philippine Star, makikita ninyo na kung gaano katalino ang ating Pangulo. Ang sabi niya, Duterte dares us, declares US. Dares US. Sinasabi po niya sa mga Amerikano, sige, magdeklara kayo ng gera sa China and sasama kami sa inyo mga Amerikano. Ito po ay isang, kung tawagin natin sa debate, debate Sambeda style. Ito yung tongue in cheek, But what is the president actually saying here? Dahil ito po mga maskulado, mga pseudo-nationalista, nationalist,
patriotikong
mga huwad.
Patriotiko sila sa Salim Group.
Na si Ambobo del Rosario, nakare-resign lang dahil napansin niya na nabisto siya, nakikita siya pala ng 250,000, gumamit pa ng diplomatic visa, para sa isang banyagang korporasyon. Kaya yung credibility niya, tumagilid.
Pera-pera.
Nakakita na bisto ng tao na pera-pera lang pala siya.
Okay.
At ito si Antonio Duterte. Ang ibig kong sabihin lamang dito ni Duterte ay ito yung technique na tinatawag sa Latin na reductio et absurdum. Reducing
to absurdity
the argument of the other side. Kasi ito mga si Ambobo del Rosario lalo na, lagi sinasabi, sugod! Bakit Pilipino susugod? Di sumugod muna yung
Yung gusto ng gera.
yung higante.
Okay.
Na nagtutulak sa atin.
you have
At
anything to
sasama
add?
tayo sa kanila.
Kung napansin mo, si David Nye, palagi ang ginagamit yung salitang narrative. Kasi importante yon. Halimbawa sa Filipino narrative, what are the stories that put us to sleep? Jack the Beanstalk, Snow White, etc. Sino mga heroes natin? Superman, Batman, etc. Kung gusto nating ma-develop tong nationalism among Filipinos, kailangan bahagi ng unfinished revolution ang cultural revolution. We have to redefine our narratives.
Well, okay. Ito naman ang mga pananaw ng mga kasama natin. Halimbawa, si Mauro Samonte nung Sabado, ang column niya, For whom is Lorenzana? So, inahamon niya si Lorenzana maging malinaw kasi
Pabago-bago.
Nakaraang yung sa Recto Bank issue, parang inunahan pa niya si Presidente na yung pala, nagbago naman ang storya niya later on. Tapos yung column itong araw na to ni Mauro Samonte, di AFP Fugue, yung parang yung music ni Beethoven, yung a certain kind of music, yung mga drama, at doon niya pinakita yung sequences na umabot doon sa salita ni Duterte. Kung gusto niyo akong sabihin lang niyo sa akin nung siya'y humarap sa mga military, di ba? So, meron ba? Meron bang nasa ilalim ng mga pangyayari sa Recto Bank, doon sa pagbebenta ng bandila ng China doon sa Independence Day?
Hindi, ang basa ko dyan komento, ang sinasabi lang niya, nire-reassure niya mga tao, walang kudeta during my watch.
Oo nga.
Pero after my watch, hindi ko nasagot yan.
Well, si Presidente Duterte mahusay gumamit ng reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Okay. Ito naman, editorial ng ating kaibigang si Kay Dacer sa Abante, Bicol Express mabubuhay na naman. So inaanunsyo niya yung mga magagandang balita.
Alam mo, dapat masama na maging maestra yan dito.
Yes, sasama
Magaling na
natin.
broadcaster yan.
Sasama natin. Si Paul Gutierrez sa Journal Online, sabi niya, we will not make the same mistake. Sinasabi niya tungkol sa Estados Unidos. And then si Raymond Burgos, saksi, saksi ngayon, sabi niya, maraming nakisawsaw kaya lalong nagulo ang issue sa Recto Bank, And then ito, si Kamansang Rod Kapunan, Reed Bank and US lateral involvement. Marami pong mga pananaw na sumusuporta po doon sa pananaw ni Presidente Duterte sa lahat ng mga ito. So, I just wanted to remind people na huwag na nyo basahin, ibasura ninyong Inquirer, Philippine Star, at dito sa mga malinaw ang pananaw, na tumutulong sa bayan natin. Well, we now have our last few minutes. Go ahead.
Well,
Freddy.
Kamentong, gusto ko lang malaman ng mga tagapakinig na dapat gayahin natin yung China na nakita mo industrialization, di ba? Ginawa ni Marcos nung araw yan. Integrated Steel Mill, Pilseco, Baseco, Pilpos, Pasar, etc. Hindi po unlad ng bansa kung bili lang tayo ng bili, import lang tayo ng import. Tapos nabubuhay lang tayo sa taxation, consumer taxation pa.
Okay, so we've run out of time. It's been a very productive day. Ni-review natin, importante po, paalala lang sa inyong lahat, huwag nyo kalimutan, ikwento po nyo sa iba yung interview kay Ambassador
Manalo.
Rosario Manalo na pinaliwanag niya napakalinaw kung bakit yung ating posisyon, yung ginawa nila Del Rosario, at itinulak tayo sa alanganing posisyon, na ang intention lang nila ay basagin, wasakin yung mga magandang binubuo ni Presidente Duterte.
At papunta sa Philex Mining at saka sa Forum Energy, yung kayamanan sa West Philippine
sa
Sea.
West Philippine Sea. Then yung interview kay Ambassador Encomienda. Anyway, this will be on YouTube. Mapapanood nyo ulit. Paalala nyo sa mga kaibigan nyo na bisitahin yung YouTube channel ng Talk News TV or Global Talk News Radio.
I've got someone waiting for me. When I see her, I know that she'll say